What's up, everyone? We are back. You are watching the Swole Initiative Network. This is the Fables of Gahlia, the correct way to start your weekend off. So thank you for being here nice and early. Hello, welcome Raiders as well. Finn is taken. Finn is taken. Finn is taken. Right?
Mm.
I'm sure that's right. I'm sure I'm absolutely correct. Yeah, before we jump into Finn is taken. Yes, there we go. Yes, there we go. Validated. Before we jump into tonight's thank you for the follow as well. Protector Asima, Oath of the Ancients Paladin.
Nice.
That's pretty cool. Yes, so before we jump into tonight's show, we're going to roll through some announcements for our brand partners that make this stuff a lot easier for us to do. So, I forget who is doing the first one.
That's me.
Bets, what you got?
So, you guys, check out Norse Foundry, because the Swole only roll on Norse Foundry. The amazing gemstone and metal dice of all of our featured music comes from a free library available on Apple Music and Spotify by the one and only Norse Foundry. You can use the code SWOLE to save 10% at norsefoundry.com. And I'll put that in the chat for you.
Awesome. And now we go to Paul.
Me?
Yeah.
What's up, guys? Hey, when Jay calls roll for initiative and we go to the map, everything you see, all the cool stuff, the buildings, the character minis, all those are 3D printed and custom terrain comes from our friends at Griffin Co. Check them out with the Swole code SWOLE22 to save 22% at griffinco.com. That's GRIFFONCO.com.
There you go. Yes, and then bringing us home with the next one. I was about to announce who it is, but that's your job. Ashley, take it away.
Come on home to Hero Forge! Okay, our fully custom player minis come from the awesome Hero Forge. Design yours today. Not tomorrow, today at heroforge.com.
Boom.
Fantastic. All right, other things. Before we get into tonight's show, we have... Oh no, I hate when this happens and we have a break and then I forget how I do everything. We do have a sub goal. It is at 40 right now. Once we hit 40 in the month, we will be doing a giveaway. It'll be in the show that we hit 40. You do have to be in the US and you do have to be in the show to claim the giveaway once we hit it, but all regular subs, prime subs, which you have to re-up every month, and gifted subs, if you feel so inclined, go towards that goal. Basically helps us keep the lights on and invests into a ton of things that we have happening pretty much all at the same time. Now, that's just the way it worked out. But we are rolling into a short series of Pirate Borg, which is a seafaring pirate-based version of Morkborg. That'll be alongside Ashley's Call of Cthulhu game. And then once Pirate Borg is done, we will be transitioning into running Spelljammer alongside Call of Cthulhu as well on off weeks. And then we'll be running into like a bunch of other TTRPGs as well, trying to highlight some more awesome companies. We got Kids on Brooms, Kids on Bikes, Die RPG, as well as many more to come, Shadowrun, etc., etc., etc. So yes, lots of cool things on the horizon. So thank you in advance for everyone who does subscribe. It means a lot to us, and it goes into creating cool stuff that we can show you guys. Yeah. And then if you are new here and you are not already following, you probably already saw someone that followed and they got a character rolled on the screen. It doesn't cost you a penny, but it does go a long way with us. So thank you for following. Unless you are not, then please follow us. Yep. Other than that, we have channel points. Channel points are earned by every single one of you just for being here and watching our shows. You will earn those as the shows go on. You can contribute to the game by spending 1,000 points per player per stream on everyone, and now there's less people to spend on. Stax Rhapsody is taking a short hiatus and things, so we'll be cracking on without him for now. So you guys will be able to get to the flex points a lot faster, because once 10 of you all gang up on one player, they will gain a flex point signified by a flexing arm on their player box.
Like Ash.
And what that does is basically gives you a side door to the rule of cool, which can really, really change the narrative and has led to a lot of really cool moments. It's led to survival, as well as some added shenanigans. So yes. So pick out who you want, talk in the chat, see who you want to throw in. Oh, thank you, Kyle Loverkill. 3 L's. Ooh. Dampier, Circle of the Shepherd Druid. That's
fun.
kind of self-serving, I guess.
It's the easiest way for Dampier to get food.
Yep, that's what I mean. Kind of self-serving. Awesome. I don't think I have anything else left to say. Oh, we have a YouTube, ! YouTube in the chat. We'll give out the link for that. If you go over and subscribe there, it is free. We are trying to hit 1,000 subscribers because that's what you do on YouTube. So if you do go across and subscribe, then thank you so much. It means a lot. I don't think I have anything else. No. Hey, it's been like 3 weeks since we've done this, so let's go ahead and just roll the trailer, the new trailer that's only been shown once so far, for the next session of the Fables of Gahlia. and welcome back. So, last time on the Fables of Gahlia, you guys had teleported to Stafburn Harbor, to an extension of the Athenium that you had spent quite a bit of time at in... I don't think this stream description is right.
I forgot to hit done when I typed all that out. I fixed it. It's good. Keep on rolling.
Excellent. Thank you, Void Cat. I appreciate you. Last time on the Fables of Gahlia, you guys had teleported from the Athenium to an outpost within Stafburn Harbor, where you had an interaction with one of the keepers there before moving on to where he directed you eventually, once you agreed to leave, to 3 Sheets to the Wind, the local inn that overlooks Stafburn Harbor, this extremely busy and vibrant harbor, the trading point of the Swole province, this entire nation area. Once you were in, you made friends with Big Terrence, the bartender, and then also met Balthazar, the eccentric owner of the establishment, where you guys had tea together, winning him over with gossip and tea and whatnot. After that, overhearing a couple of rumors around the place, Kaya decided to embark upon a path that was leading him away from the main group. He decided to follow on with a man that he seemed to recognize but didn't know where from. A man clothed in gray with 3 golden canaries that adorned his shoulders. After that, you guys had basically secured yourself a meeting, sort of, with the smugglers that helps Balthazar with dealing with some of his under the shelf alcohols that he supplies. And so you guys had come to the end of where you were staying. Balthazar was getting up, ready to leave, and so were you guys. So as we zoom back in with you guys standing up from your seats at the table within 3 Sheets to the Wind, what would you guys like to do?
Should we first go to...
I realize this is very...
Should we first go over to the swap shop?
Smooth sailing traders.
Yeah, smooth sailing traders.
Yes.
Right. I'm curious what they'll have.
Yes. Okay, so as you head out towards the door, just give me a perception check. Rose only.
I got so excited I haven't rolled any dice for like 3 weeks. I was like,
It's
like to keep you in
cocked.
suspense.
I'm gonna roll it again. Okay.
Super cocked.
Super cocked. It was like get. That is a terrible roll for me, so it's going to be a 15.
15. Okay. No, that is enough because I still put the DCs for regular people. So, as you are getting up and Balthazar says his goodbyes and picks up his tea tray and whatnot, and you kind of wait for him to take his leave before walking away from the table. You do notice the man that you had clocked earlier, talking about the New Dawn Empire, making for the door.
I am. There's two things I want to do right in this moment. I can't decide. As he makes his way to the door, I want to time exactly when he gets to the door, I get to the door, and kind of accidentally bump into him.
Okay, yeah. Just give me a performance check.
I knew you were gonna say that. Oh, okay, 15.
You two
It's
and your
not-
movie.
It's not an exceed. Oh, 15?
Yeah.
Yeah, easy. Yeah. So you kind of hasten yourself towards the door, and as you are sort of cresting in together, like at the same time on the doorway, you kind of dip your shoulder a little bit and bump into his chest and knock him back a little bit, and he goes, "Oh, I am sorry. I didn't mean to do that."
Oh, I'm sorry. I wasn't watching where I'm going.
Oh, no, the fault is all mine, I'm sure. Are you okay?
I believe so.
Excellent. Again, I am so sorry. And he goes to walk out through the door.
Well, you know, I do believe in fate. Maybe I was meant to bump into you. What's your name?
My name is Garrett.
Garrett? I'm new to this area. I was headed over to the Smooth Sailing Traders with my group here. Do you know the way?
To smooth sailing? I mean, yeah. I can point you in the right direction.
Great.
And he goes into explaining how to get to smooth sailing.
Well, thank you. What is it that you're doing here?
Oh, I was just waiting for the ship to get ready before we ship back out.
Oh, where is it that you're going?
From here, we're gonna head around below the Azira territories, which is quite dangerous sailing, I must say. Only the bravest can sail around there. So, well, that's where we'll be headed, and then from there we'll be headed back to Agarian, to the New Dawn Empire.
Ooh, the New Dawn Empire. I don't believe I've ever been there before.
Oh, you haven't? Not many people have, I suppose, since they put up their defenses. Not really defenses, more kind of shut most of the other world out.
Oh, and why is it that you get to go in?
Oh, because I don't really belong to anyone politically.
Oh.
I mean, Agarian still needs trade and needs things imported, and may not need it, but will pay for it.
And is that what your job is?
Yeah.
To transport goods?
Yes, that is generally what we do
Oh.
with the ships from the ports.
You'll have to forgive my naivety. I don't really know much about this area.
Oh no, you're totally fine. Yeah, I mean it's my job to be on the ship and basically what you said.
To transport goods.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, it's nice meeting you, Garrett.
And you?
My name is Rose. Rose Blackwood.
Oh. It's a beautiful name for a beautiful girl.
Oh, thank you. And I'll take the rose and give him one.
You'll pull a rose out? Yeah, so like another rose appears from within the one within your hair, drawn out. He kind of reaches out and takes it and says, that is very special. Thank you.
Well, thank you.
I was just awkwardly holding the door open, impatient and waiting. Just holding
As everyone's like just taking up the doorway.
Adeline just kept walking ahead. She's so sure that you guys are right behind her. And then she realized she doesn't know where she's going. She's like in the middle of the street ahead of you.
Well, this is where we are so good at saying goodbye. So I'm gonna head on to the direction you told us to go and find some goods.
Good.
Thank you. I appreciate
Good.
it. I know that I
Good,
ask a lot of
good.
questions. I know that I ask a lot of questions. I just, traveling for the first time, want to know everything.
Yeah, no, that's totally fine. You know, and you pick someone who is very well traveled, and you know, we do a lot of very dangerous things on the sea. So.
Oh, well, see, I told you that I believe in fate. In fact, I follow the goddess of fate. It's kind of my thing. So.
Oh.
Bumping into you was exactly what I was supposed to do.
He leans in a little closer. For what reason?
I don't know yet. But so far, you've given me lots of information and great directions to where I'm going next. So maybe that's all.
Huh? All right. Yeah. I mean, yeah. You know, all the information that I divulge is very, very useful to people who ask me for particular details that I am beholden to.
You have a very strange way of speaking. Is that something like common with people who transport goods?
Not the common folk. More the upper class of goods transporters by sea.
Oh. And Rose sees.
Give me an insight check.
Yeah, okay. Oh, that's a natural 20 for a 28.
Oh my god.
Yeah, this guy's full of shit. He's absolutely trying to play up his station to you. And trying to use words that he's probably only seen on Word of the Day toilet paper.
Right.
Is that a thing?
It's a magical item. Wondrous.
I will continue to just believe him, and you know, I've been traveling enough to see people kind of behave this way and like just believe what people say. It's not so much a naivety for Rose as it is just keep him talking and learn things from him. So that's what we're doing. But anyways, I think that it was wonderful meeting you, and if fate allows it, I'm sure I'll meet you again. Thanks for the help.
Absolutely, yes. If you need to know anything about the dangers of the seas or the I can't think of another word. dangers that we face within the New Dawn Empire and the fine line that we tread politically.
If anybody's
Then-
looking at me, I'm just holding the door open and I look like I'm being possessed by the Raven Queen. My eyes are rolled back in my head so hard. It's like
In the fine line that we tread politically, then you know where to find me. Actually, you don't. It's that ship over there. That's generally where I am, or in the building that we are currently situated within.
Well, good to know.
Nearby.
Thank you. And good to know. If fate allows, I'm sure we'll see you again. No need to tell me exactly where you're going to be.
Indeed. Good day. And he like takes off, like scuttling off, like trying to get out of that situation as quickly as possible, looking fairly flustered.
So I'll just kind of like turn and like start walking with these two. So that was interesting. Someone talking about politics in the New Dawn Empire, and I am very much just talking to my two compatriots here. I'm not speaking very loudly, just to them.
Rose, if you ever have questions about smuggling or shipping routes, or you can always ask me instead of asking strange men that talk very slowly.
Right. I know. I was more so... I overheard him saying some things while we were inside the tavern and wanted to know more.
Oh, what manner of things?
Well, he was talking about, I think I wrote it. Sorry. Is this the bit about, sorry, skullduggery, or is that something else? No? Okay.
What?
I have no idea. I made some notes, guys. Make better notes for yourself in D&D. Like, if you're gonna take them, do really good ones.
You had overheard him talking about the New Dawn Empire and some advances that were being made. You didn't hear every word. It was broken up.
Okay. I'll relay that to them. And so I was just trying to see if I could get a little bit more information, which I kind of did. They're taking goods in and out of the New Dawn Empire, and they've closed themselves off. And Garrett
Who
can
else
get
were we
it.
talking about? The New Dawn Empire, too. There was something particular coming out of there. Something...
Yes.
Oh, what was it?
It's going to have to be our next stop after the Institute.
Generally,
On the other side of the world.
in smuggling and in shipping and procuring and delivering, when you deliver to locations that are isolated and closed off, the pay is much better.
Oh.
I would imagine so.
You don't want to deliver to places that are easy to deliver.
Because anybody would do it.
Anybody would do it. Have I heard of the New Dawn Empire?
Ooh, you definitely have heard of it, especially because what I was gonna sort of remind you guys was that what Adeline is recalling is speaking at the library in Horbolder, where you found the book, where they had for the longest time been very close sort of nations with one another, and then they kind of shut themselves off in favor of progress rather than sharing that technology with other nations. That was also where you saw the prototype for the gyroscope device, and also some automaton-esque sketches and schematics, one of which did kind of resemble the shape of a skull, although it's very very glossed over. Like it's not like made to look exactly like a skull.
If
But that
if I remember correctly, too, the disc that flew us around that library, didn't they originate from technology from that area?
yes,
Is that true?
that's correct. Yes, that is the disc that went up the circular pillar
With the copper ring.
with the copper ring. That's right.
So when we put all those things together, we decided that we need to go there after we go to the institute.
Oh, right. So, at the very least, find someone from there to inquire about.
Yes.
Curious.
But we've just made a friend who can get in and out of the New Dawn Empire.
Useful.
Yeah, I thought so. And now I'm familiar with him, so if I need to cast Sending to see where he's at, I can do so.
Lovely.
Yeah.
You know, you have this effect over people that I think ought to be studied. I've noticed that, well, particularly the males of the species tend to start stammering and get quite flustered and red in the face when you speak to them. It's the most curious phenomenon.
Perhaps they're confused. Perhaps I confused
Maybe.
them.
Could be.
I ask a lot of
Most
questions. Yeah, and when you're answering a bunch of questions at once, it can be a lot.
Well, it's a very useful interrogation tactic. Keep it up.
From what I've heard so far about this New Dawn Empire, I think we should just unleash the hells on them.
That seems like quite the jump.
Yes, if they're developing automatons to replace people.
You know, I've heard about
I don't want my job to be replaced by an automaton smuggler. Look at all the
Right.
other jobs that they might be replacing.
the
with
automaton invasion. AI. It can
Automaton
be so
invasion,
dangerous.
No. We should just level them, unleash the hells on them.
I want it known that I wrote the main arc of this story way before any of this AI stuff started
Before
coming.
AI was invented? Yeah, right. The big boss we're gonna run into, and his name's Chat GPT, and it's just
Chad GPT.
Chad. Oh goodness.
Oh man.
Okay.
Right. So the traders.
The traders.
I do think it might be useful. Perhaps later we can go by the docks. I have an inquiring mind and something I'd like to perhaps uncover. But I think first we're best served to go to the swap shop.
Smooth sailing, yes.
What the purpose of the smooth sailing was, we were going to try and gather things to bribe the dock masters, right? Is that what we're doing?
We were going to find an item to convince the smugglers taking things to the Institute that we also had items to go to the Institute, but really, we're trying to get information on what they're taking and dealing with and seeing if they're connected to anyone in the distribution of Druidite. So really, but we need something to be a front and pretend that it's something so rare and crazy and something from the Institute and all of that. So hopefully we find something of measure that could take that role in our negotiations.
And we are also looking for a potion seller.
Yes, he did say that there was a place called High and Dry Herbs, and we could also look in the swap shop. Both are probably worth looking at. We want lots of potions. Ones that heal. Yeah.
Oh! That would be useful to have, perhaps.
Yeah. Ever since I
So
almost
we were
died
walking
and there would
to-
be nobody to help me, I think it would probably be a really good. Yeah. Anyway. Are we there yet?
Yes. It doesn't take too long,
Okay.
because someone that deals in trading isn't going to be too far from the main area from the docks. You do get kind of turned around a little bit because of the stammering directions that you were given by Garrett, and they're somewhat confusing because it does kind of take you down almost like a side alleyway, where you come across like this hole in a wall, basically this hole in a wall store that has just a small window with just a panel of what looks like driftwood with painted on it smooth sailing, and then there is just a very plain door next to it.
I'm imagining like a touristy little janky shop on the boardwalk. This is what I like.
Oh god, we're gonna end up with another conch shell. Because I love mine so much.
Yeah, I know. You love it so much you try to keep giving it away to other people.
I just want to spread the joy. And you know what? We're in a swap shop. What an opportunity!
That
And she
could
takes
be-
it out and has it at the ready.
That could
The
be
conch shell
really
that says, I went to Hunger's Edge and I had a shell at a time.
That could be really valuable here. There's probably not a lot of people that go to Hunger's Edge on a regular basis.
Or even heard of it. It's fairly new and not doing great.
That's true.
I
I
wonder
think
if
we're
it's still
kind of-
around, to be
Yeah.
honest.
And aren't we kind of wanted there now? Like, or at least wanted dead?
Oh, presumed dead.
Yeah.
Presumably we're dead. Yeah.
Hopefully.
Hopefully still. Probably not, though.
It's not like we've done anything high key, like liberated a capital city or anything in the meantime. Oh no.
I mean, we it's not like we already had eyes on us when we were, in, where was it?
The place with the wolves.
Yeah, but Wolfgate.
Agaden?
Bagarden, that's the one.
No, the situation was called Wolfgate.
Yeah.
No, the place was Ulfgate.
Oh. Right.
Sorry.
But
Well, I
then
was
them
kind of-
hiding the fact that their leadership was secretly wolves is also Wolfgate.
Ulfgate.
Yeah. Yeah.
Spelled very differently, yes.
Anyways.
Yep.
So we enter the shop.
Oh, I need to look at my inventory.
Conch shell in hand.
You walk in and it ding, 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 like a little bell hanger across the top rings as you open the door and walk in. This is a... You remember Midas's place?
Yeah.
How messy it was?
Yeah.
This, but like a million more things in there. There are, but it's on display, right? There's shelves and things on either side. It's kind of a long and thin establishment, if you will. As you walk in, there's like a center island like table, and then there are shelves that go down either side, the left and right, all the way down. And then there's a desk which is currently unoccupied, with a lifting, I forget what they're called, like one of those panels that lifts up like off to the side, but it's about 3 foot lower than you'd think it would be. And there's a few more shelves behind the desk.
Hello?
Does it strike me that anything here could be of any value, or is it mostly tchotchkes?
I got you.
There's a lot of tchotchke, but give me either perception, investigation, or arcana.
Yeah!
And
I don't even have.
I'm gonna cast Detect Magic.
Oh, okay.
I was trying to say it. Oh, you got a 1.
Rolled a 1.
I rolled a 1.
Wah, wah.
Wow.
You know, there's so much stuff, Adeline, and they're all small, and like it's almost like ADHD brain when you get like kind of overwhelmed by all of the
That
things. When you get overwhelmed by all of the things, but your attention's kind of brought to the wrong things. There's like little china effigies of like people standing on a dock looking out, and his pants around his ankles, you know, those kind of like seaside statues that you can find that don't make any sense, but people's asses are out. Like there's lots of like those things, and you're like, why? But I don't understand why his ass is out. Like, this situation doesn't really make sense. There's a family overlooking the ship that is docked, and the dad has his pants around his ankles for some reason I don't understand. So that's kind of taking up your mental space right now.
Adeline is ass focused. Got it.
As always. Rose, you cast Detect Magic.
Yeah.
That kind of sonar that emits from your center.
30 feet.
The gold ring that expands, that leads kind of like black within the ring as it expands, leaving things outlined in gold as the sonar emits over the top of it. You do see a few things. You see, let me see here. You see a set of chimes giving off a glow.
Mm-hmm.
There are a set of spectacles that you can see
Okay.
that give off a faint glow. And the other thing that you see is a water skin.
Okay. I'm going to go pick up those 3 items and just kind of hold them like you do when you're browsing. Just like casually. Ooh, and just kind of like, ooh, that looks good. And just kind of put it in my arms as I like look through. Without.
Is it a commentary about belts? Somehow. Oh.
Why is that man not wearing pants?
I have the same question.
Exactly.
Perhaps you should put that down.
I can't look away.
Oh. Well, surely
The
you're...
moon is so inviting.
Surely your shell is worth more than this. Find something better to trade it for.
Oh, you think I should trade it for this? I can try.
I mean, that and something else maybe, because I feel like the shell's a little better than... But
Right. Oh, what do you have there?
some things that I found.
More of them.
And I don't have the ability to do this, but Adeline does. Are you able to speak to me in my mind without it taking a lot of your arcane energy to do so?
Well, yeah, I can do it like breathing. She hears that in her mind.
And I can respond in my mind?
Yeah.
I cast detect magic and these 3 items are magical. I say in my head.
Ooh, I love magical items. How exciting!
Yeah, but we gotta play it off like
I
they're
just
not
see
anything at
this
all.
wordless excitement between the two of them, and I have
We're
no
just-
clue what's happening.
We're
Is that
staring at
where
each
we
other.
hear Taylor
Just
Swift
say it like
bar,
this. Like facing each other.
and we both clue into
And
like,
I just see Rose holding junk, and I have no clue what's going on.
and
This
Adelaide's
is like
holding
TJ
blood.
Maxx. Like fucking TJ Maxx. You're like, why are you holding junk and getting excited?
It's junk, but it's a great price.
Okay. In my head, I'm saying...
Because look how much it should have been.
That's the value. In my mind, I'll tell you. We have to play it off. Like, these are just junky items, so we're just gonna like put them in with a bunch of other things that we want to trade as a lump with something else. You know what I mean?
Great.
Are you handing me the butt?
We'll put this with it.
I've
I can't pop
I've
with it
dealt
for
with
some reason.
smugglers
I
markets
don't know
all
what's
my
going
life, and watching them strategize on how they're gonna negotiate is like funny. I'm just smirking as I'm watching. It's like their first time to a flea market.
Yes.
Just silently handing over this statue.
Okay.
Great. I think it's a good plan. I've got the conch at the ready to trade.
Do you have anything else?
Locked and loaded. Nothing I'm willing to part with.
Okay.
I
Okay, I have some things that I've picked up along the road, but and this is still in your head. But we're gonna have to sell it. While I think it's really cool, and I mean sell it as in like make it sound cooler than it actually is, and while I think it's really cool, not everyone probably will, so I might need some help.
Oh, happy to do so. I've got some tricks up my sleeve in that area.
Oh, okay, good. So
And she kind of like her glasses, her eyes of charming that she has.
Are you still doing this, like,
yeah,
in your mind?
we're being
Yeah.
weird as fuck.
Now she's just
Just some weirdos going. Okay.
It's so shiny.
Okay. I will. Is there like, I don't know, like a cloak or like a scrap of fabric or just something else that looks random? I'll pick up like what I think is like not valuable items to just add to what I already have in my hands.
Yeah, I mean, there's lots to pick from. So yeah, you can put up like some empty glass bottles. There's some like driftwood that's kind of been placed in a nice way that kind of looks like art. There's just bits and pieces from kind of all over that you can gather up to.
Okay.
pad out what you have.
I'll definitely take a couple of the glass bottles and a driftwood. I'm writing this down so that I can add it to my inventory. And if this all works. And yeah, we'll leave it at that. So is there like a person that we can talk to?
I'm watching
yes.
this, and all I can hear in my head is, "Don't be suspicious. Don't be
Don't be
suspicious.
suspicious.
Don't be suspicious."
Don't be suspicious.
Don't be suspicious.
Someone just said it at the same time. We all share the same brain cell.
Yep. So as you
Hive
are like,
mind.
don't be suspicious, don't be suspicious. Like you kind of go around picking out everything. A voice from beneath you says, "Can I help you?"
Hello.
And you look down, and there is a 2-foot tall gnome wearing a flat cap, like a Boston Scally cap, and
What?
like
It's like the Peaky Blinders cap, but smaller.
A news.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like a
not
newsboy.
quite as like puffed out as those ones, but yeah. Wearing that with sort of stubby kind of pointed ears, a large nose, and a large kind of bushy mustache that covers most of his mouth underneath. He looks up and says, "Can I help you?"
Hello.
Oh, yes. We're just admiring the lovely inventory of your shop. My goodness. Are you the purveyor of these goods?
Yes, I would be Alfie.
Alfie. Oh, that's right.
Elfie?
Yeah.
Yes. Oh. Adeline, it's a pleasure to meet you. And my compatriots,
Rose.
Rose and Lost. We're just, we're new to town, and everyone was saying that we had to come by your shop.
Make a deception check.
That was true! Okay.
I mean, it's true.
I will allow you either deception or persuasion.
Actually, I think my deception is better.
It was a lot.
Not everyone was telling you to go there.
Ooh, 22.
He says, "Oh my. People really saying that?
Absolutely.
Well, what can I help you with?"
Well, just picking through, we've identified some of these items as we just love to kind of add them to our collection. But how does it work? How does, is it an exchange? I've never been to a shop
have
like this before.
You have to trade.
So is it like an item for an item, or like a really great item for a group of not so great items?
Yes.
Oh, okay, so both work. Okay.
Fantastic.
Hold on, let me get to my business. He scoots off and lifts up the panel, walks under, closes it, disappears behind the desk, and you hear as he sort of appears up from underneath. He takes his seat and says, "All right." Picks up a pair of spectacles and puts them on, Coke bottle glasses. His eyes are massive now, behind it.
Are those
Says, "All right,
glasses glowing?
take us here. What you got?"
The glasses that he puts on, are they glowing?
No.
Okay, great.
Does he have a spell pouch at his waist?
You can't see.
Any telltale signs of
You can make. You can make a perception check, or if you think, perception check. It wouldn't be investigation, because else you'd have to be
13?
actively inspecting him.
13? Yeah.
You did see a pouch by his side. It's like a belt bag, more than sort of a what you would classically see on like a wizardy type that was using components.
Interesting. All right. Well, these were the items that we were interested in. So if you could take a look and maybe see what the perceived value could be, and we can start trading. Oh, how exciting!
Well,
Indeed.
I also go ahead.
You also what?
You can go ahead and take a look at the items. I can tell you what we have to offer. Is that how it works?
Well, you show me what you want, and then
Okay.
you show me what you are willing to offer to get what you want, and then we'll take it from there.
Okay.
Great.
Do you want to go first, Adeline?
Yes. Do you want to hand me what we've selected as a group, and
Yes.
we'll kind of go over?
I was meaning your item that you wanted to trade.
Yes. No, I was curious about this. Now, is it a collector's item? Because I noticed quite a few in the series. I wasn't sure this art piece if it was a commentary on a lack of care, and just kind of, it just struck me. It's quite interesting. So that's number one.
Like drags it over. It's funny that you were brought to this one.
Is it?
Indeed.
Oh no.
Do you know what this is?
Is it more than what it appears as?
That depends on how well you are looking at it. And he puts his hand on it. Lost, make a charisma saving throw.
Okay. 13.
13. As he puts his hand on it and looks towards Lost, suddenly, your pants drop to your ankles.
Well, that's just a Tuesday with us.
That is a good trick.
How did it?
What possible?
I mean,
I come across many treasures to trade.
Oh no.
Oh. Well. Well, you should tell him about your shell.
Oh, yes. Well, you see, well, when it comes to items to trade, for an item such as this, or maybe one of the others, who knows, I've had this keepsake for some time, and I'm sorry, excuse me, I get a little choked up. It brings back some very difficult memories for me. I was on a holiday to a place called Hunger's Edge. Have you heard of it? It's very secluded and rare that anyone travels to it. It's quite hard to get to, and well, this is a memento that I have of that trip, but well, it carries too many bad memories for me, and I'd like to part with it, but it's of great value, extremely rare. And she scooches over the conch shell. Says I had a shell at the time. And she's just visibly trying.
Give me another deception check.
I
As you scoot over the conch shell that is inscribed with "I went to Hunger's Edge and had a shell of a time."
I scoot over, kind of shuffle over. My leather pants are still at my feet. I shuffle over to Rose. I'm like, I want that.
You want the shell?
No, the statue
Oh.
that drops the pants.
Yeah?
Can you imagine the efficacy of that in battle to just drop an enemy's pants.
It's a good distraction.
Or at the bar, what kind of distraction that would cause?
Yeah.
You could just look at somebody and drop their pants. It's amazing.
Is it?
It's amazing. It's amazing.
Is it?
I got an 18.
An 18. He leans over and puts his hands on yours and says, "I'm so sorry that you have these horrible memories." And he like pulls it towards him.
That's small. Jesus Christ, how big is this shell?
No,
He curls up inside of it.
A new house.
I'm a hermit crab.
I bet there's a section. Does this place smell like hermit crabs? Because you know those shops that just reek of it. You know that they have. Yeah.
Hermit crabs in particular?
Yes, they have a smell. Like their environment and like the sponges you put in them. I'm thinking specifically about this one shop in Florida near. You know what,
Okay.
never mind. Don't worry about it.
It was probably just mold, Ashley.
Hermit crabs have a smell.
No, I know.
It's just-
We had them.
The pink mold. Yeah, so he kind of like inspects it and traces his finger along the inscription. Gets to the end and goes,
Oh no.
"I don't know who wrote that, but that's really funny."
I used to think so too.
Are you trying to trade this for the statue?
Well, really, I think the value of that and the rarity might make it worth maybe a few of the items in our card.
So we're trading all together.
I can add some items as well.
Yes, as a group, but let's go through the rest of maybe what we've.
I'm just wondering because I don't know. I don't want to invite bad juju into my shop with bad memories and things that are attached to it.
Oh no, I have the fondest memories of Hunger's Edge. It's just
Wait,
I can't go back because of what happened. It's a lovely place. No bad juju connected to the shell. It was given to me by a very dear friend. We've just, well, heartbreak is so hard to get over.
I will consider it. And he pushes it to one side, but kind of keeps it on his side of the counter. What else are you looking to trade for?
Have you ever seen a basilisk before?
No.
Well, we came across a basilisk in Hunger's Edge. Was it in Hunger's Edge? I believe so. It was somewhere
Near.
over there. And we had to fight it to the death. Did you know that a basilisk will turn you to stone? Just by looking at you.
Yes. Yes.
And I'll pull out a little box and be like, well, I have 2 of its eyes right here.
Oh.
And I'll set the little box down on the table.
May I?
You may. Be careful, though. Where did I hold it?
They're beach balls.
Okay.
Every time I get to play a gnome. So he kind of looks and inspects it and pulls up from underneath the desk, pulls up a like a loop and puts it to his eye. How long does detect magic last?
I believe 10 minutes.
Was it 1 minute? Or is it 10
No,
minutes?
think
it's
it's
long.
10.
10 minutes, I think.
I thought it was a little longer.
It's
Yeah,
10
so
minutes.
this would give a glint so this would give a glint of magical energy as he's inspecting the eyes and kind of moving them around, taking a look at them. Things and says, "All right, now we're in business."
Did that cover it then?
Well, what else are you looking to trade?
Well,
What else do we select from his shop?
I have the 3 items that I saw that were magical, along with a couple of glass bottles and some driftwood. So a set of chimes, spectacles, a water skin, those are all magical, and then 2 glass bottles and some driftwood.
So you just present everything at once.
Yeah, we put it all on the counter at once.
So he kind of like digs through it and things and picks them up and takes a look and is kind of confused why you're picking up like these items and trying to trade like basilisk eyes, but then you have very obviously driftwood and just like washed up bottles and things, and it's like, oh, all right.
Oh, no,
Puts
no,
it to
those
the
are
side
things
along with everything else.
Those are things I'm trying to get.
No, I know. I'm
Oh.
putting them with the stuff that you want.
Oh, okay, sorry. Oh, why I would part with
and-
basilisk eyes. I get you now. Sorry.
Yes. And then like picks up through the other items that you have, and with the loop that stays in front of his eye once he removes his hand, like just in front of his spectacles, the loop just kind of hovers there, moving ever so slightly, but moving with him as he moves around.
Nifty.
Takes a look at some of the other items and says, I see now. I will just let you know that welcome in, Half Common Games. Hello.
Well,
I will just let you know that every item within my shop is
oh, he says hello.
every item within my shop is accounted for and inventoried. So I know exactly what you're trying to get. So should we just remove these bottles and driftwood
I actually wanted the bottles,
and get down to real business?
but I want the bottles.
You do.
Yes,
You do?
I do.
Huh.
I collect things like basilisk eyes. It's always good to have some empty bottles.
Oh, okay. Okay.
I mean, I've got some
Kinda
mole
shake
fingers
it off.
too. I mean, anything else you want? Like,
Probably not. No. The eyes, these I can use.
okay.
The fingers, I don't really know what they would be useful for other than pointing at things
Well, I
in a
don't-
very weepy way.
That sounds great.
Which could be very cool.
Right. Making a sign with a creepy null finger pointing towards something. That's.
I hear what you're saying, but it's not really my aesthetic.
Oh. It's definitely mine.
But since you know your inventory so well, can you go over what these 3 items do?
Oh, indeed. And he pulls the water skin and says, "Well, this is a decanter of endless water." And then takes the spectacles to the side and says, "Well, these are a the smaller version of what I'm wearing in front of my glasses. These are the eyes of minute seeing.
And what does that do?
Oh, it helps you inspect things that are right in front of you.
Oh!
That's useful.
Yes.
Yes, it's a slightly more powerful version in my whoop. As I look at things and decide on their value.
Mm.
So yes, and then the chime is the chime of opening.
Oh,
Oh, I quite like the sound of that.
like
Yes.
you just use the chimes and doors open?
Locked doors. Yes. Does make a loud sound.
Oh. Like a loud chiming noise.
Yes, it's basically like a metal rod that hangs from a piece of string, almost like a triangle, but just straightened out.
Okay. Cool.
I say in Rose's mind, I don't think any of these will pass as items from the Institute, except perhaps the glasses, perhaps.
That's what I was thinking. What do you need for all 3 of these items, plus the glass bottles?
What do I need for all of this? I don't know. What are you offering? This is a trade.
I know I offered you basilisk eyes and this very rare conch shell.
And I have taken that into consideration.
Okay.
What else?
Rose takes off her boots. These. And I hand him the boots of false tracks.
Knocks his loop in front of his eye again and takes a look. Oh, okay. Pushes them over to the pile of things that he's sort of intaking.
So that should be enough, right?
Not quite.
But is it enough to perhaps get the lovely collector's butt statue and the glasses?
I would take that.
And,
Yes.
And the chime?
And the chimes, perhaps? I mean, the basilisk guys. Imagine the trouble you'd have to go through to get those yourself.
Yes. There are 2 of them.
Yes, there are.
Okay. But not the flask, and not the bottles, and not the driftwood.
Can I just give you a silver for the bottles?
Yes.
Okay.
Wait, was that an option the whole time?
We just use money here? Yeah, okay.
No, it's just stuff that I found, so I will take money for that.
Okay. I I am
Sounds like a great deal.
removing those items from my inventory.
God, it's really gonna hurt me to remove this conch shell, but it's gotta be done, I guess.
This was the best way to get rid of that.
Little did you know the major plot point that was tied to.
No!
Dang it, man. Okay.
Okay, I will take this as Twade.
Perfect. Thank you.
Lovely doing business with you.
Indeed, and with you.
Adeline takes the statue back, stares at it for a long moment, and hands it to Lost. Looking at it.
There you go.
Never. Do not. Not to me.
Not to any of us.
Oh, no. Definitely not.
Okay.
What is this? I'm going to put it in my inventory. What is it called? I want to know what this is called.
It's a statuette of pantsing.
Wow.
Yes.
Ugh, what a
Uh,
fantastical, magical world! It's a high fantasy we weave!
highbrow, high fantasy. That's what you come here for. Yeah. So basically, the target has to succeed on a DC 14 charisma saving throw, or be pantsed.
Amazing.
Yes. This is my favorite magic item.
Great.
Awesome.
I can't wait.
Also, if you use it in combat, I'll just tell you this as you're entering it yourself. If you use it in combat, and they do not take an action to pull their pants back up, they have to succeed on a dexterity saving throw of 14 or fall prone if they try to move.
Shut up.
Oh.
How did this become the most powerful thing in our arsenal?
It is.
Arsenal! Get it?
Awesome.
Ashley,
It's the best.
do you want
It does take an action to use though as well.
I'll hold on to the glasses. Yeah.
Yeah, you can add those, the eyes of minute seeing. I believe that does give you advantage on investigation checks, searching in an area 1 foot in front of you, or an item that you are looking at.
Okay.
Ooh, okay. That's good.
Awesome.
And then the chime of opening was the other one that you got.
Yeah, I've already added it.
Cool. Okay. There you go. So, concluding your business with Alfie, you guys, unless you're doing anything else, you guys
Do
start
we
to-
see any potions of healing?
Oh shoot, we didn't
there
even-
are
Where are
not
we getting
not potions that you see here.
No potions.
those?
Yeah.
There's a drug shop, isn't there?
There's,
High and dry.
High and
High
dry.
and-
High and dry herbery. Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. I think that should be stop number 2.
Agreed.
Okay.
Hopefully they don't require training.
Let's go to the dispensary down the road.
All right, so you guys take your leave and head back out into the streets of Stafburn Harbor, and that is where we're going to take our 10-minute break. So stick around for the next 10 minutes. We will be right back with more hijinks as we go and visit the drugstore. So stick around, guys. We'll be right back. And welcome back to this very pantful episode of Fables of Gahlia. I am reading everything everyone is saying in the chat. So, welcome in, Colin. No longer lurking. So, last we left off, you guys had successfully traded for a couple of magical items, assuming that Alfie, the owner of Smooth Sailing Trading, was unaware of what he had on his shelves, but was very aware. But you did make some really good trades. And so you came away with a couple of really good magical items, and one that I made up on the spot. And
that's the best one.
So you guys head out onto the street and start to walk back towards the sort of main square around the harbor. You guys are headed towards the herbery, correct?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. I would have said that, if you guys had shown interest in the herbery, Balthazar would have told you, like, the generally speaking. Hey, Courtney, what's up?
Bullywug.
Yes. So Balthazar would have let you know, like, roughly where it is, and so you can either ask for directions, or you can take a little bit longer to kind of figure out where it is yourselves. But as you do walk back towards the main sort of harbor front, there's a lot of sort of hubbub and things, and people meandering about. You guys can give me perception checks as there's all of this chitter chatter going across.
23.
Oh my
23.
Which may suspend you. That's good. That's so
11.
21.
11.
He sees more than me at this moment.
Whoa! Well, we're not doing sight. We're doing hearing on this one. Oh, look at that. Pull the lever in the chat.
I know.
What's up,
Hey
man?
there,
I miss you.
Also, bye, Eric. Have fun. Bye, buddies.
Oh! Sorry, we're just talking about friends midstream. Yeah. Hope you
Do whatever I want,
Anyway, so 21 and 23.
11.
And 11. Yes. That's what I said. Yeah, so lost. Amidst all of the back and forth and discussions and things, you overhear someone talking about dark figures that have been seen around Stafburn and 21. That's pretty good. 23, sorry. 23, yeah. Dark figures, and they don't seem to be of the traditional sort of seafaring variety. Lots of sort of dark uniforms with hoods up. Only seen for a couple of seconds before just disappearing, either throughout crowds or just like the figure that Kaya went off with, like someone walks in front and they're just gone. in that sort of a very like Hollywood-esque, like just disappearing out of sight, that kind of thing. 21 for Rose. You hear someone speaking. In fact, you know what? You've already met him. It's Garrett speaking to someone else outside the ship, and he's there, kind of like elbow propped up on a crate with like a tin cup that he's kind of swinging from. And he's like, yeah, you know, like the New Dawn Empire is pushing ahead with lots of different technology and things. Like they're trying to keep it away from most of the outside world, but they're advancing pretty quickly, a lot quicker than they'll let you to believe. And that's what you get.
Do I see?
2021? Yeah. I would say like if you heard him, you would recognize him, and so you'd be able to sort of pinpoint.
I will relay that to Adeline since she's not paying attention. But then also make sure that Lost heard that as well. I think it might be beneficial to maybe speak with Garrett again to pry some more information out of him. He seems to give it freely.
Yes.
As long as
I'd be curious.
In fact, if you can see him, give me an insight check.
That is a 24. No, it
Okay.
isn't. No, it isn't. Math. 22.
Okay.
Much worse.
Yeah, well, you don't know shit then. Yeah, so you, like, with the interactions that you've already had, plus this one, you see him kind of speaking with bravado. You can see that he's being truthful, but he does tend to speak a lot to kind of raise his station a little bit socially. Like he's like the keeper of all the knowledge sort of things. Like he knows exactly what's going on everywhere, but he is being truthful. You do not detect anything to do with deception.
I'd be very curious to find who exactly they are trading with.
He told us which ship was his and pointed it out. Maybe we buy him a drink or two.
It's a good idea. Perhaps there's something at the... Perhaps there's something... Don't fall. At the shop that we're going to that could be used... The herbal shop that could be used to coax the truth out of someone. I don't know if such a thing.
I do. I remember I grew up. My father was a botanist, and I know a lot of things about flowers and herbs and all kinds of
fantastic.
concoctions.
Should you tell him now? Is now an opening to be like, oh, meet us here later for a drink?
Well, he did say before that he would be back at the tavern place, and that he would be around. So I don't think he's going anywhere.
All right. I'm just saying, perhaps to entice him to hold to that plan, just be like, you know. But if you think it's unnecessary, stay aloof. You know, keep some mystery about it. Keep him guessing.
What if
Or
I just say, see you later at the tavern as we walk by? So maybe if you were
Perfect.
thinking about
Casual.
it. Yeah.
Exactly. He has time to think about it, get nervous about what is going to go down. Absolutely, I love it.
Right, the conversations are very awkward.
You're
so
sick and twisted with the mind games you play, Rose. Absolutely sick and twisted. I respect it.
no, I just let fate decide everything. Anyway, let's go. We'll like kind of change our direction to where we can get close enough to where I can make a statement like that, like a wave and I'm not trying to interrupt his conversation so much, but to get in within sight.
To catch his eye?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you're able to do that. And you see he like clocks you and kind of slips off the crate a little bit. And so as I was saying, and then
See you
continues
at the
on with his
tavern
conversation.
later.
Oh, are you
This
you
evening, sometime.
be at
I'll be there.
Three Sheets?
Yep, that one.
All right. I will also be in the establishment
Yeah, that's what you
that
said.
you will also be perusing.
That's what you said earlier. See you there. Bye.
I am reiterating previously stated motions.
Good. See you there.
Adieu.
It is so wild to me that I know people in real life
Yep.
who talk like that when they're nervous around girls. Why is that a universal thing? Why is that a thing?
Fables of Gahlia, based on life.
More than you know.
Butt statues and all.
Oh no.
Can you tell that I've always grown up near the water? Like all of the beach towns. Like
Yep.
Somehow every town is coastal.
every
How does this continent work? There's nothing.
no,
No,
There's
you're
A
right.
donut?
there's some.
Sometimes they're near a river.
There's some right next to water. Some are aqua adjacent. Anyway, so you have your interaction with Garrett. Yeah, what would you like to do?
Head on to the herbery.
We're continuing, right?
Okay, are you asking for directions or just going?
I thought we already knew.
We're just going.
You know the general area.
Yeah.
You know like general directions to go in. So if you want to sort of wander and take a little bit longer, that's fine.
Yeah. I'll be looking for some sort of
I don't think we're
signage.
doing that thing where you're in a crowd.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, they're like at the harbor front. There are like signposts that kind of like have like a million different directions that they point in and kind of give general directions for things, and so you can follow a couple of those and sort of, as long as you're not in a hurry to get there, you can kind of take your time. Is there anything you guys want to talk about like on the way, or are we just going to kind of fast track to the building?
Awesome. So, those boots that I got rid of? I was thinking about those. And I don't know if it works this way, and if it doesn't, then maybe it's not. I could have still used them. But with me having the ability to disguise myself, I would assume... Does that also change your, footprint?
Well, no, because it doesn't.
No.
It just alters the visual. It doesn't change your actual.
Oh, well.
Right.
I mean,
Are you having seller's remorse? Do you want to go back?
no. I mean, there's gonna be...
I mean, I don't think they're gonna fit Alfie unless he wants to add on to his condo or something. Like live in the shoe.
Got it. Okay. I
He's
think
already built a 4-story apartment in there. Like, there's an elevator and all sorts.
I think we all have very different definitions of gnomes. I'm just kidding. Okay. Anyways.
Little guys.
Yeah, no, I just was thinking that I might not ever need those, and one time I used them, it really wasn't useful. So I think we did the right thing. I mean, between this,
I think we did well.
yeah, I know you're excited.
A
about your
statuette
butt
of
statue.
Pansy.
Yeah.
Statuette of Pansy. Yes,
Yeah,
we did very well.
good. But these spectacles could be a very big deal.
Yes, useful for sure. I kind of don't really want to part with them. Do they look good stacked on top of my other glasses?
Could you decide?
Do they-
Yeah, give me an Arcana or an investigation check.
Well, I have advantage on investigation checks now.
Well, no, because you're not using them.
Or
You're
do it-
inspecting them.
Oh.
Okay. Okay. That's a 11.
11. The lenses kind of look loose in the glasses.
Maybe I could. Something to think about, but potentially it could be used as our bargaining chip with this smuggler. I don't think it will actually come to anything having to change hands when we talk to the Institute smuggler, but we'll cross that bridge when we come to it, and we can always, embarrass him deeply.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's our new plan B for everything.
Works for me. The other things that we could potentially use for bargaining is Lost Alchemy Jug. That's very, very useful. We could also use. We do have this Seeking Bell that we've never used.
A what? It does what?
It's a Seeking Bell.
Yes, the thing that looked like a large cat's collar with a large ball bell on it that doesn't make sound.
But it.
And we have the dust, right?
Oh, we do. We
We
have
had
the
dust.
dust of disappearance, but I think we should hold on to that.
I have no clue what it does, but
It's enough for one use, and you can throw the dust into the air, and you and each creature and object within 10 feet of you become invisible for 2d4 minutes.
wow.
Yeah.
That's actually so useful.
Yeah, I don't think we should get rid of
Okay.
that.
Right. Well, we don't have to make the decision now necessarily. I'll take a poke through your bag later. I'm going through your inventory right now and looking.
Okay. I also have a bottle of basilisk blood, which could be something useful for someone. And dust from Inogu's staff. There's that as well.
Okay.
Who's staff?
Inogu?
You mean the mage?
But we're just calling it, Goose staff.
The one that we
It has a
Okay.
lot more flair.
No, it's definitely the staff of the demon lord of themselves.
Just want to put it out there. That's not Inogu's staff.
It would definitely
Whatever it is that you have is not Inogu's staff. Inogu does not have a staff.
It's the one that the mage was holding that wouldn't let go of his arm.
I have some ideas
Okay.
off of what we've gone over, but it'll take some. I need to think on it for the moment of how to spin it. But I think we have some great options.
Great.
All right. Now let's get the healing potions in case everything goes sideways.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Yep. So we're gonna mosey over
I
to
see the
high and dry.
Yeah, did I see the high and dry yet?
Yeah, it takes like it takes a little longer than you think it's going to. It's a new place, and you're kind of going off just kind of general direction. But eventually, you do come upon a stone building with a thatched roof, and then a motorcycle rides up next to it. Yeah, so a thatched roof, nice large windows adorning the front, with a double door in front of it, that a sign over the door that reads High and Dry Herbery.
This is a nicer establishment.
But equally
Does it look
as fun.
busy?
Does it look busy? Is that what you said? There's like a couple of people that are sort of coming and going, not insanely busy.
And
Guys-
we step in.
I'm
Okay,
And get
all right.
ready for allergies,
I-
allergies to hit.
Yeah, I'm
I never like to say that you just walk in, because I don't know if you like talk about plans or whatever before you go in and you're there in front of someone and they're like,
Yeah.
Do we ever?
sometimes. Anyway, so you walk in and there are sort of like glass large jars with these like really wide cork lids stuck in the top of them, and they are everywhere. All across the shelves and displays and things and cabinets, all around. And there is a counter off to one side. Everything is this like really nice sort of like not quite as dark as mahogany, but a little bit lighter than that, sort of wood. Very understated, but you can see that they're doing all right for themselves, but nothing is kind of like egregious like with wealth. And as you look across the counter, you see behind the counter is a sort of like a darker skinned, like, but it's like like a burnt orange kind of colored skin, with these red hair, like actual red, not like red hair, that is kind of crusted up in this quiff with spikes behind it, and you can see. Well, give me a perception check, guys.
Ooh, 23
23 again.
again.
22.
Oh,
13.
13. Okay. So yeah, you guys, from like walking in, Adeline, you don't see this like initially, but as you get closer, you probably would.
Oh god,
But-
there's another butt statue, isn't there?
It's just like, fuck, another one. Yeah, each one of the sort of the spikes of hair kind of ends in this almost like a very small candle flame. And he has a white headband that is sort of tied in the back, and the excess kind of runs down the back of his neck. wearing sort of like hemp clothing, very laid back stance to him as he stands and walks forward. Give me you guys can give me like a history check. I guess it would be the closest thing for this.
16.
16,
12.
14.
12, 14. Okay. Adeline, you are the one that recognizes potentially what you think is a fire genasi. Genasi are very rare to find, given the nature of how they come to exist. And so you're not quite sure, like it could be maybe Eladrin, like Summer Eladrin, that kind of like fiery idea, but there's something that's kind of pulling you towards that genasi. And he leans over the counter towards you guys and says, "Oh, so what's up?"
Hello.
Oh, hello.
"Hello. What can I do for you?"
Oh no.
We were looking for a few things, actually. Do you have healing potions here?
Potions are not really what we deal with here. This is more herbal supplements, that kind of thing.
Ooh.
That's
Anything with healing properties.
Healing properties. Yeah, we have a few that make you feel like super chill out, and over time, you do feel a little bit better about yourself.
Do you mind
It's like a sativa kind of high.
Oh no.
Cool. Do you mind if I look around a bit?
Oh no, be my guests.
Thank you.
If you need anything, just shout for Blaze.
Blaze, of course. Thank you.
And if I don't answer, just come and wave your hand in my face, because sometimes I zone out a little bit.
Okay. Okay. Thanks for the heads up on
Oh
that.
god, I think it's happening now. All right, thank you.
Thank you.
We're just going to do a lap. Look around.
Absolutely. Just let me know if you need anything. Just yell for Blaze.
Yes,
Got it.
Blaze.
Thank you.
Blaze.
Or if I don't answer, just kind of wave your hand in front of my face. Sometimes I have this thing where I drift off a little bit.
Got it. Got it.
Okay, we'll be over here.
Right.
I'm gonna let it happen this time.
I'm gonna go and I actually want to I want to look for whatever kind of herbal substance that would make someone tired. I'm not looking for something that's going to like knock somebody out per se.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel, knowing what I know about herbs and things growing up, I would know exactly what to look for.
Yeah, I would probably give you advantage on any checks, like looking around at these plants, sort of looking for the sort of effects that you're looking for.
The indica.
Yeah.
CBD,
So
CBD drink. Yes.
So you're looking for something to make someone sleepy?
Yeah, like
Is that what you said?
I kind of like a super duper relax, but like. Maybe.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Give me either a nature check or an investigation, either with advantage for this.
Okay.
Are you trying to roofie Garrett? No. Okay.
Surely
Sneaky
no.
potion.
That's with advantage. That's a 16. Nature, they're both the same.
Okay. Yeah, so takes you a little longer. There's a lot of different plants here and a lot of different things that you've never seen before, you know. These are very sort of out of region for you. But you do eventually come upon this flat and sort of thicker purple edged leaf in one of those jars. And you know that by ingesting this isn't edible. It can cause essentially incapacitation.
So if you go too much, then okay.
Like if you can't hold your own and you pull a whitey, you're gonna be incapacitated.
Okay.
The real ones no.
Anyways, I will get.
You kind of get the feeling that if you took on it, if you took on enough of this, or if you're too much of a lightweight with it, you would sort of just space out and have no idea what was going on around you.
Yeah. Okay. But okay. With that, I will. Is this like a like measure your own kind of herbs into a thing and kind of thing? Is that, or is this like
Yeah, it's like candy bags? You just fill it up and weigh it at the end.
Like a tea
write
shop?
the number down and like.
Yeah.
No, you would grab blades for this.
Okay.
So
So I want to get some of that. I also want so nothing in here has healing properties.
No, there is something there.
Okay.
Like
so
I said,
I will look for that.
Okay. Yeah, that wouldn't take you too long. It's the sort of thing that helps you like relax. So there's a lot that you can pick from here. So it's easy for you to find.
Okay. Okay. So with those, I will get.
In fact, if you give me a nature check with the plants that you find,
Okay.
I may let you know something.
Okay.
See, this is not one of those places where you get healing potions like medicine. This is like a holistic place where you get all the plant stuff that makes you feel like you cured yourself.
Right. Do I have advantage on this?
Yes.
That's gonna be a 10.
10.
10.
Yeah, I mean, you found the plants.
Cool. Could I use medicine for that instead of nature?
Yes. I'll allow that in this instance. So whatever your highest roll was, add your medicine modifier.
It's a 17 now.
17. Okay. Yeah. Good call on that one. Yeah, you would know that if you got enough of this plant, if you were to kind of mortar and pestle it, and sort of blend it into a liquid, you could basically make a couple of healing potions out of this.
Okay, then I'm gonna get enough of that to make 6.
Now these are going to be very concentrated, so you'll have to buy a lot of the plant.
Yeah.
To make 6.
Yeah. I'll take it all in a canvas bag, please.
We deal in hemp.
That works too.
Okay. Yeah, okay, so you have that. Is there anything else you guys were looking for here?
You looked for things to get sleepy and what was this last one?
This is
Healing.
healing potions that I can make.
Is there,
We got hemp. Is that what we got?
do I have any knowledge alchemically or like arcanically of like plants being able, like a truth serum type situation?
I think that's the first thing I got.
Give me...
I thought that one made you sleepy.
Yeah.
That's different.
But I said
Yeah,
my
you
specific
got
was
you got the one that could... What?
the specific.
You got the
thing-
one that could potentially incapacitate someone.
My shit is really delayed.
So you're looking for like truth? Yes.
That's
Give
what I
me...
was originally going for. That's what I was.
Oh, you said sleepy.
Yeah, like make you relax and just kind of chill. And then I said not actually pass out or go to sleep, but like be high and talk about whatever you answer all the questions that people ask you.
Okay. You weren't very specific with that.
Oh.
So I will give Adeline your advantage with this if that's what you're looking for as well,
Go girl.
to make that fair. Yeah, you can give me... I would say history or nature in this
Okay.
one.
Do I even have? Yeah. History it is.
You need 2 different results.
I got a 25.
In
History.
history, okay. Yeah. You do know of a couple of different plants that can kind of give this this effect. Not quite as strong, but sort of comparable to like a circle of truth.
Mhm.
That you kind of like looked at natural occurring elements that can emulate spells, but not on the same level that the spell would. So there's a couple of plants that do come to mind. After with 25, taking 10 or so minutes, if that's all you're looking for, you do come across one of these plants that kind of jumps out at you when you see the name across it.
Blaze.
Yeah.
Oh, hi. Yes.
Hi. How are you?
I'm good. Thank you for asking. How are you?
Me? I'm always good.
I bet that is so true. I would like some of this plant here. Enough for perhaps 3 strong doses of 3 strong experiences.
Right. No, I got you.
Yeah, I bet you do.
It's okay. you can talk to me about things that you may not want to talk about with people who can put you in jail.
Right.
I'm sorry, am I being too subtle?
No, you're definitely not. No.
Okay.
Yeah, absolutely. Do you know then? Fun little question. Say that I were to crush this up and put it in a tea, something like that. Does it have a strong taste to it?
I mean, in a tea, it kind of would, but you could probably get around that with a little bit of cinnamon.
Smart. You know, Blaze, I really think that you are probably a purveyor of so much knowledge that others wouldn't even think to tap.
Oh, I am a wealth of niche knowledge.
I also believe that full-heartedly. Fantastic. Then enough for 3 strong teas of this.
Got it. Pots or cups?
Oh. Cups. Oh. Cups.
Right. No worries.
Yes.
He grabs the jar off and sort of goes up to the side, starts picking leaves off and kind of putting together a bag for you.
Fantastic.
And then Rose, you had the. Did you want that one that incapacitates or no?
I mean, that's fine. I'll keep that.
Okay. And then the relaxing and/or healing one.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So you want enough to make 6 potions.
Mm-hmm.
That's gonna set you back. Like, it's gonna be 160 gold just for that.
Okay. I'll pay for
Um,
everything. So what's the total?
Okay, all right. So 160 for the healing. The truth is gonna be.
You have so much gold.
Yeah,
I
I have
saw the
everyone's.
Cheeto. I
Shoot.
have a secret sack of gold.
Oh, that's right. You have the one from your family, right?
I have daddy's money.
Mm-hmm.
How much of the
Right.
incapacitation did you
Probably
want?
get express card, okay?
Enough for like 2 uses.
2 uses. How are you delivering said use? This is an edible style, so like putting it in food
Yeah.
would deliver the dose a little bit easier.
Yeah. So enough to like crush down and put in. Yeah, like if I could get Roz to bake something.
Okay.
Like cupcake.
I'm going to amend the
Brownie.
truth. Can I amend the truth one too and get enough for 3 pots of tea? I know that's a lot more, but I'm willing to pay for that.
Yeah, 3 pots of tea.
Just to have
So
options.
that's going to be 120 gold for that, 160 for the healing. And then sorry, the incapacitation, how many doses did you want? 3 with that?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. So these will be individual doses.
Mm-hmm.
So that's going to be 90, 608. So that's 370 gold.
We
This
could
is
And
just
Lost has gained a flex point from the chat.
Huzzah!
So has Rose.
370 gold. It's,
So has Rose.
Gold.
Oh, and Rose has, yeah. 370 gold. So the price is high, but because of the amount that you want to do with the things that you wanted to do, that does drive the price up.
Do you want me to pay for all of it, or are you gonna just pay? What are you paying for, so I can subtract it from?
I could probably pay for. I don't know how much is in my.
How rich are you guys? Jesus. I would have used my flex point to go in and buy what I wanted with laser focus and gotten out without spending all this extra money for all the stuff.
I don't know if we can. I mean, we do technically all have a flex point now.
Yeah, but this was.
This
what
is
we
like
came
walking
in
into
for.
a TJ Maxx Marshalls for sure.
We also have we have a lot of gold.
Adeline is also very close to a flex point. There you go. You got it.
Hey, Blaze. You have a great business here. If we were to, and we heard about you from a very, close source, but do you get a lot of traction? Do you get a lot of people come in? It seems a bit niche. It seems like you may need some viral marketing, some word of mouth spread about the town.
Oh no, I do very well. We set up at one of the busiest port cities in the entire Swole province. So we get a lot of people coming through that can't get this stuff where they're from, and they buy a lot and then take it home.
Question for you. Do you ever sell to the Institute? Quite a lot of students in need of focus, a little bit of extra help, relaxing, that kind of thing. If you don't have an in with the Institute, because I know they're notoriously hard to infiltrate, I could potentially provide that for you for a bit of a discount, perhaps. And I'm going to just lean on my glasses, and I'd like to flex and use a charge of my the glasses, but also just kind of put any extra little into it.
Okay, so you're using your eyes of charming. So remind me what the eyes of charming is. Is advantage on persuasion, is that right?
Basically a free charm person.
Oh, okay. Is there a DC he has to roll against?
It's a DC 13.
And the stat is
What is it for charm person?
the wisdom.
Yeah. But I'm flexing and I'm being really nice.
Yeah, and Blaze has to roll against a wisdom save.
Yeah.
And he's high as fuck.
So what you're saying is that you have an N with the Institute, and there's some customers that may want something that keeps them laser focused.
Absolutely. I mean, I don't know if you went to higher education. I mean, I'm sure you had higher education, but right? But the pressure there is just so intense. I know firsthand. And it's just, it's such a struggle. And there's so many needy students who have no outlet for anything like this. They wouldn't even know where to begin. You could absolutely open yourself up to a whole new demographic.
Oh, so how are you saying that we should get into business. I don't know why I'm whispering.
I
This
don't
is
know
my
either, but it's
business.
exciting, isn't it?
It feels a little like, I don't know, like, I want to say wrong, but not really, because then that then admits to a lot of things that I don't want to go down.
Right, a lot of challenging thoughts, and it's hard to be like, oh, should we be giving students these stimulants? Is it bad?
We should, that's right, because they need them
Right.
for their studying.
For this studying, it's for a good purpose. So basically what I'm proposing, I have a meeting just in a few days with someone who routinely takes things into the Institute. If you were to give me a bit of product to present to this individual, then I could help make that connection to get you that in. And with my family name, which, well, you'll just have to trust means quite a lot there, you could get things sent in with our family seal on it straight to our manor, and I could distribute it from there.
Oh, right. So I give you like a sample and you guys can get it into the Institute?
Absolutely.
All right.
All right, and now that we're in business together, I'm sure that you have a fun little discount you can give us on these other things that we're getting, right? Since we're going to be working together so much.
Okay. Yeah. Why not? That sounds about right for these kind of things that I'm totally used to doing these kind of deals with people.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah, I'll do the whole thing for $270 instead.
All right. That sounds great. So we
Then
can
that kind of covers the samples that we'll be putting out there. So
absolutely, yeah. And if you could package those up too, we'll take it all right now, and I'll show it to my business associate.
Yeah. All right.
Indeed.
Okay. I'll be right back. And he like walks off, but like very slowly, like drifting through his store, kind of picking up the things that he needs.
And she'll turn back. She'll, I think I just became a kingpin within the Institute. I think.
Definitely became part of the drug deals there, yeah. Welcome into CB Omega. What's up? And
What's up, Omega?
Chris Cross. What's going on, man?
What's up?
Adeline, think of all of the students who will now benefit from this. I think you're doing a great thing.
Oh, yeah. I guess I could actually distribute it to the students. Yeah.
Oh, I thought that was the intention.
I thought that was the plan.
Yes, absolutely, it was.
I think that it would probably be a good idea.
Yeah, I mean, why not? Yeah, as long as it's not like we'll have to try it to see if it's really like debilitatingly addictive or anything like that. I wouldn't want to be
Oh,
responsible for that on anyone else. But you know,
I've been around herbs.
actually, in hindsight, a really dark path to go down after the whole other arc.
Yep.
Hold on. I mean, it's happening, but it's gotta.
I wouldn't worry about that with these. I've been around these herbs my entire life, and I don't think there's anything addicting about them.
Good, great, we're golden. I'm just going to, I'm gonna sell stimulants to the fellow students.
Slap that Beaumont name on it and just go.
Absolutely. Oh God.
Yeah. I paid half. I took it out of my inventory.
Okay, so half
Okay.
of them.
It's 135. Yeah, so after a moment, Blaze comes back with a few bags of like mushroom caps for distributing for samples,
Fantastic.
and a separate bag with these like almost like oil slick colored mushroom caps with these big white spots on them. Like these are big, like I guess like small saucer size mushroom caps. And he's like, these ones are just for you. These ones will take you to a whole nother place. So make sure that you're in a safe place with not too much that's going to add to the stimulus in the environment, because that
Right.
can take you to a dark place. But this will take you to like a whole nother plane.
Which other plane?
Did
Be
you
more
Oh,
specific.
like in the mine.
Oh,
I
great.
thought-
Yeah. You know, I've dabbled in a bit of that, and I thank you. This will be very helpful, I
I
think.
put one in there for each of you, but if you don't want one, you can always give one to someone else, I guess. That's how math works, right?
Yes, it is.
Is that
Oh,
math?
please. Never change.
Is that math? I don't know if that's what you're describing.
Yeah, because if you don't want one, then you have one spare, and so you can give that one to someone else, and then you don't have any anymore.
Okay. What's the shelf life on these items?
What?
Like, how long do they last before they go bad?
Oh, I mean, it depends. Did you tell him what you wanted to use them for?
I will.
Okay.
Well,
He would say,
I will.
like, anything that you want dried before you use. So, like, any of the teas and things like that, those will last for a really long time.
Okay.
But you gotta keep them dry. Can't let any moisture get to them, else they just get moldy. You can't use that. Well, you can, but it'll be such a bad time for everyone.
Right.
Anything you're using fresh, like the ones that relax you, you want to use those like as soon as possible,
That's
because you want to like mulch those up and then add in like a solution to dilute it out that it can kind of sit in and then like ferment within, and then you'll be able to use that as you suggested, but you want to use it pretty quick.
okay.
I would say within the next like 48 to 72 hours, something like that.
Right.
Okay.
I'm
The
really
mushroom caps, those are already pre-dried. Those are good.
Okay.
great.
Well, I'll
Just don't let any mold get into them.
Right. No, I know about things getting. You know what? Never mind. The
Yeah.
end of that sentence was going to be
Yep.
weirder than.
Yep.
But it meant it very differently than it would have come across.
Understand, mold is like a real problem.
It's not
Yeah.
so much a problem. It's just natural. It's part of.
It's a problem if you want to keep things fresh.
Yes.
We like things fresh.
But
Right.
For sure, we love it. Fresh.
with mold and decay, that is just what happens naturally.
Yeah, and then I have to throw things out.
Right. Well, thank you so
Alrighty.
much for your help.
Oh, yeah. You're welcome.
Yes, thank you. I can't wait to work together.
What? Oh, yeah. That's right. The samples.
Yeah.
Yes.
Right.
Right.
Thank you.
Alrighty.
We're going to go.
I'm gonna walk out the door.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
Aptly named store. Yes.
I liked him. I also am confronting a wealth of knowledge that I did not know I just had on lock. I was like, I know too much.
I would like to. Are we staying at the tavern? I can't remember if we established
get rooms,
we have a
right?
room there. Okay. I would like to head back
Okay.
over there. Yeah, that's right. And
We're gonna be busy brewing.
yeah. Go to maybe the bar and get like water and whatever kind of.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
you head
just-
back to Three Sheets to the Wind. You go in there. Big Tez is back behind the bar.
Still has his job. All right.
Hello.
Hi.
Good to see you again.
Yeah, well, this is kind of a thing that we go through. The ebb and flow, if you will.
Oh, I know it. I know it well. I don't know why I said that. I had one cool interaction today, and I'm just gonna ride that high for a while.
I need a couple of things from you. Probably just
It's not more that's going to get me in trouble, is it?
not at all.
No.
That was him, not
Hot
me.
water. Hot water. Some bowls, maybe.
Oh, you probably want to grab Balthazar for that stuff.
Sure.
I'll go get him.
He heads out to the back. A couple of moments pass, and they bring out Balthazar, who has changed into these like very nice, like silk, like poofy-shouldered, sort of Shakespearean, Edwardian, like garments with a big, like frilled collar. And a like a slouched hat that has like a large plume feather in it.
Cute.
He says, "Oh, hello! What can I do for you?"
Hi. I was going to do a little bit of potion making. And I was needing some supplies. Would you be able to provide me some, I have a mortal and pestle. So could I have maybe an extra bowl and some warm or hot water? And could it all be brought to my room?
Indeed, I can do that. That's basically just making tea, but without the tea.
Yeah. Wonderful.
Is that all you need?
That's all I need.
Wonderful. That's very easy.
How many rooms did we get? Did we just get one?
2.
I think we got 2. We did a
Two.
boys and girls. I will head up to that room.
Okay.
I will sit at the bar because brewing. I'm a drinker, not a brewer, so I'm gonna order myself up a fire brandy and keep an ear out for any word about these mysterious cloaked figures.
Yes. I'll wait with you and keep an eye out for Garrett, who we're also waiting for.
Okay. So, Rose, you're going up to the room to wait on the brewing supplies. lost. You are waiting and listening for more rumors about the hooded sort of people. And then Adeline, you are waiting to see if you can spot Garrett coming. Sweet. People at the bar, give me perception checks. Rose will kind of fast forward with you to Balthazar, giving a knock on the door and delivering the materials that you needed.
Okay.
14.
17.
Okay. So, you want to make 6 potions out of this, right? Okay. So, give me a either a nature or a medicine check.
Oh. A medicine check is going to be 26.
26. Okay, give me another medicine check.
That's a 19.
19, excellent. And one final.
This is where I put it's copy. 11.
Okay. 4 have this like deep, vibrant green to them. 2 of them, it's like a muddier, like murkier kind of green. So you can mark 4 greater, 2 regular healing potions.
Can I do something else? Do we have time?
Yeah.
Okay. I wanted to take a second to do cast divination.
Okay.
Um,
And read me what that is.
Yeah, this is a magic. Your magic and offering put you in contact with a god or a god servant. You ask a single question concerning a specific goal, event, or activity to occur within the next 7 days. The GM offers a truthful reply. The reply might be a short phrase, a cryptic rhyme, or an omen. The spell doesn't take into account any possible circumstances that might change the outcome, such as casting of additional spells or the loss or gain of a companion.
Yep, I know it now. I just wanted to make sure. What is your offering?
My offering would be 25 gold, which gets consumed by the spell.
Is that what it says? It costs 25 gold? It's just an offering, right? You have to give something that would appease your
It
god.
would be worth 25 gold. So you can't just use. Okay.
Yeah.
I will. Shit. I'm gonna take my mushroom. Definitely worth something around 25 gold, if not way more.
Okay, the mushroom cap.
The one he gave us all free one. I'm
Okay.
not going to consume it myself. This is for the spell.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I will allow that for reasons.
You're
Okay.
using it for what?
To cast the spell.
So
Your own. Sorry, go ahead.
yeah, so you sort of create like a small like altar, makeshift, have the mushroom cap upside down in the center of it, and take the candle from one of the sticks and put it to the mushroom. As it starts to ignite, you put it back. The smoke starts to fill the room around you, and enters through your nostrils. What is the question that you ask?
I have like 3, so I'm trying to just make sure that I pick the most important thing.
It has to be closed.
I know. Can we avoid danger in the Institute?
The smoke enters your nostrils. Your eyes start to flicker and roll back as you blink harder and harder and see yourself within that same empty black chamber that you've been to before, looking ahead at the tapestry that has shreds torn into it. And you hear just this omnipresent voice around you that says, danger can be avoided. But to do so would be to alter fate.
Then I will not shy away.
As you say that, you watch several of the slashes start to knit back together, the golden threads knitting back together, just barely holding together. You watch as these threads wrap around each other and meld into one, stringing together parts of the tapestry once more. As you
Before I leave, can I use my flex point to, like, do I recognize anything on the tapestry? Is there anything telling?
I would say that you see because this is a tapestry, it's not written or anything, so it's all symbology.
Right. I mean, what I see.
You see a dark figure wrapped in black wings. You see when I say humanoid, but I mean sort of it's a human body arching up with a draconic head. And you see a teal crystal. And you are brought back to the room.
Am I okay? Am I with the mushroom and the smoke and all the things? Am I okay? Thank you. Just wanted to make sure.
Yeah. This was used as a divine offering, so yeah.
Okay.
Hotel security is going to come and we're going to lose our deposit on the room.
Worth it.
All right. That's what happens there. Back down to the bar. What were your rolls again? It was a 7.
I rolled a 14 perception.
17 and a 14. Okay, great. So sitting around, because this takes a while for Rose to go and do. So you watch as like it starts to get into the evening and more people kind of fill out again as it kind of dissipated with kind of how busy it was, like in the middle of the day, versus like the little lull, and then it's picking back up again. And so there is a lot of hubbub and things, and it's more nightlife. Everyone's a bit more rowdy. You're listening for anything to do with the hooded figures.
And I'm gonna buy a bottle of fire brandy, and I'm just gonna use it just to carouse around, because these are my peeps. These are sailors and smugglers and port dock people. This is my hood.
So you want to use your flex point on this? Is that what you're saying?
Yep. I'm just gonna
Okay.
go to Ted's and get a bottle, and yeah.
Are you getting a bottle of fire brandy or a bottle of the good stuff?
Well, I'm not rich like these ladies, and I have just 33 gold pieces to my name. So
Yes. So 20 will get you a bottle of fire brandy.
got it. This is like top shelf, middle shelf fire, or is it
Shelf
Kirkland
stuff.
fire brandy?
Yeah. No. This is no Kirkland stuff. This is like
Okay.
this
Awesome.
is good stuff.
This is good stuff. Okay, I'll get that.
Yeah. So Big Tez like puts it on, like takes the actual bottle that it's in and like puts it next to you. So like takes the gold, but can kind of see what you're doing. Like at least in a sort of I'm socially posturing kind of way.
Yeah.
And so put the bottle like in this beautiful glass, like cut glass, like decanter basically cum bottle, puts it next to you with a couple of empty glasses, and just kind of gives you a wink and then heads off. If you are just kind of being brazen about kind of handing this out and things, you will get you'll get people talking a little bit easier. Are you using are you talking to people, or are you overhearing?
I'm making it seem like, you know what, I just came back on the biggest run. It was the craziest delivery. I just made it out by the skin of my teeth, and I'm celebrating. Who's gonna celebrate with me? And I'm just gonna, walk up to like random tables and just pop my bottle on. Yeah.
Give me a a deception check with advantage.
All right. Deception is my best.
The flex point does lower the DC like considerably.
16.
16. Yeah, so the way you're kind of brazenly talking about your recent scores and things, you do kind of amass a little bit of a gathering around you, who you don't know whether they are like looking to just be around you and listen, or whether they're just kind of scouting for free drinks or whatever. But either way, you get talking with a couple of people, kind of just dropping into conversation. I've run these scores and things, but I'm hearing a lot about these figures in dark cloaks and hoods. Is there something I need to be worried about, like with my
security? Yep.
Yeah, exactly. Like, is it something that we need to be worried about? And you do get a little bit of information from everyone, from a couple of people in particular, but they do say that, like, they haven't been around any of the ships really, other than seemingly like more like scoping. They're like surveillance more than thieving. So everyone at the docks kind of sees them as like, like the seafarers kind of see them as like a little bit of an omen, but the seasoned sort of smugglers and business people around the place don't see them as a security threat, but it's obvious that they're looking for something.
Got it. The feds, right? They're looking for something. The feds.
and a 17 to find Garrett. Yeah, after a little bit, you know, like you see the crowd kind of gathering around Lost, and you see him kind of kicking back and enjoying himself, and kind of you see him kind of just gathering that information out, and you're like a little bit impressed by that.
Sipping my milk.
Yes, your mystery milk, because you never found out what it was. So
It's got pulp in it somehow. I don't.
Ugh.
why has it got hair in it?
Curdle.
Like,
Why is it so long? Oh, God.
so you sit and wait, and eventually you do see Garrett coming in what seems to be like fairly dressed up clothes for someone who basically lives at docks and harbors, but has seemed to kind of put himself together a little bit. Kind of comes in and freshens up his collar a little bit and kind of straightens himself out and walks in, looks around a lot, which is where you kind of pick him up as he's kind of like looking for someone in particular. You clock him as he starts to walk towards these sort of more sort of like you know, like in coffee shops, so you get these kind of lounge chairs around a table, or like hotel bars and things. So he kind of goes and sits himself there kind of centrally where you can keep an eye across the bar. But as he takes his seat and looks around, that's where we're going to end tonight.
Nice. Nice.
I've missed this. I've missed
Me
you guys.
too. This was a fun one. They're all fun. This one was a
Max
silly
asks
one.
if the milk is blue.
I always wanted the blue milk.
I think you can get it at
Galaxy's Edge.
Galaxy's
Really?
Edge. Yeah,
Sure.
I'm pretty sure you can.
Yeah.
Hey, Master Dad YT, is that YouTube? Maybe, I don't know. Hey man, what's up? I see you chatting away there. Welcome in. There you go. It was okay. Awesome. Yeah. Hey guys, thank you so much for hanging out with us. I know it's been a little bit of a minute while we were away and things, but super glad to see so many like familiar names and new names in the chat as well. If you're not already following us, go ahead and just give that that little follow button a little click, and you'll get a character rolled on the screen, like I've seen several people get done tonight. So, oh, there we go. Master Dad YouTube just followed. They are a Knoll School of Divination wizard.
A weird one.
Excellent.
Cool.
That's
Wild.
That's what I needed. That's what I needed in the previous arc, was a divination wizard to just
Yep.
completely change the outcome of everying.
No, you didn't. No. No.
But yeah, awesome. We're gonna be back on Monday for another community night. I think we are doing the second part of our cantrip tier list. So come and join in that to get outraged.
Contentious list.
I'm upset.
Yeah. I will be, so we'll be back on Monday for that, 6 p.m. PST, and then the following Friday we'll be back for the Fables of Gahlia again to see where all of this kind of social espionage is going, which I'm really enjoying. Yes, so we're gonna be doing that. If you're not already following us on YouTube, then please do. It goes a long way for us. It's super duper free. Thank you for the subs that I saw coming in. Thank you so much for that. We are edging closer to, we are halfway to our goal already.
It's
So
halfway
thank
through
you
the
so
month.
much for that. Super appreciate it. We are gonna raid someone, right?
Yeah, it's
Right?
happening.
That's what we do.
We're gonna raid the short Nord if I can get this thing to work. I keep
Yes, that's what we're
I
gonna
mean,
do.
just because every time I put his
We're
name
gonna-
in, it messes them.
We're gonna raid Mike from the Swole Initiative Network. He is the Short Nord, so we're gonna go and raid him. They're playing D&D as well, and they're super excited because they got their full crew back together. So we're gonna go and raid them. So make sure you stick around, because when you land into the raid, you'll get a bonus 250 channel points, which you can then use for more clutch flex points for our player characters in our streams. So make sure you do that. Drop some raid emojis. Let them know where you came from. But yes, we'll do that. And thank you so much for starting your weekend off the right way with the Fables of Gahlia. This feels so good to be back. And we will see you on Monday. Have a great weekend, guys. Much love. Thank you. Bye-bye.